like the current identity of the NBA and when we're talking about like the current identity, I feel like for me, the identity of the NBA has changed tremendously. Like
Hmm.
from when I were growing up, obviously it was AI, CP, even like I remember like Allen Houston and all them all time players or whatever. But like LeBron, Steph Curry, Dame, Harden, Russ, like everyone is like 37 plus now. And you've got all these young stars like coming in the league and, dominating the league. SGA, Giannis, Luka, all the foreign, all the, let me not say foreign, international players.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what is the current identity of the NBA, you think? Like, where is the league going?
Well, I think it's good that you stated the international players because they are, again, we've repeated it last year, but they are the best players in the league.
Mm-hmm.
So the league, again, not a dig, but we've been seeing it with the media that we follow in the States. They've been trying to push a face of the league, and they're doing this because the international players, they don't give a damn. Like Jokic cares about his horses more than being the face of the league.
Mm,
Giannis is on his family flex. It is what it is. Luka's Luka, like,
mm,
and then SGA is just on his swag with his Canadian beats. And do you know what I mean?
mm.
Like, these are the best players in the league, but
Yeah.
the league,
Yeah, but what do you think like the league is trying to do in terms of kind of like pushing the league into Europe, like what Adam Silver's trying to do, like having more games internationally,
Mm.
probably kind of like bringing a Euro League to the NBA. Like, how do you feel about that?
I think they'll only do like or push the EuroLeague aspect to make sure the best players in Europe or around the world in general are still
Mm,
coming to the NBA. Because again, by default, they want to grow the brand. I think this upcoming season, there's gonna be is it two UK games and one Paris game, if I'm not mistaken, or
one Paris game, one in Manchester, and I
one in
think
Manchester,
another
and I
one
think
in
there's one in
London.
London as well. So like,
Yeah.
and obviously, like London lost it to Paris a couple years ago. But now,
Uh,
again, referencing the NFL are just trying to go even more global. And they're basically
okay.
copying the NBA's model, but the NFL have set games in in the UK. They have minimum 3 games every year in London. This year they did Dublin for the first time. They did Brazil as well. They've done Germany in the past. Like, and they're doing contracts where it's gonna be a staple piece, like a European country by default, because of the UK.
Mm,
They've got their set games, London, and then I think
that's
they're gonna
sick.
do Madrid as well. So, like, it depends if the NBA want to do more regular season games overseas, because even our football is trying to follow their model. Well, I say our football,
Uh,
not English football, but European football. In Spain,
okay.
they agreed last week or 2 weeks ago that 2 teams in Spain are going to play in Miami. So, and I think then 2 teams in Italy are going to play in Australia. I was literally just listening to that just before we started.
Yeah.
So, like, the NBA by default has a sick brand because the NBA stars are superstars. Like, they can't, do you know what I mean? Whereas, like, the
Mm,
NFL, even though the NFL is bigger in the States, the NFL stars can't go around the world like the NBA stars and not
mm-hmm.
get caught out. Unless you're
Yeah.
Steph Curry and then it's down Oxford Street and
Mm-hmm.
someone's taking long to realize who you are. But just the brand of the league, um, is obviously man's not in the technicalities, but I feel like the NBA is easy to push
Yeah.
because people look up to these NBA stars like icon stars. Do you know what I mean? Like
Mm,
MJ's still known as like the best athlete of all time, arguably, and stuff like that. So, and then obviously the Jordan brand. So yeah, I feel like with the going back to the older heads that you named, it's they're helping. I feel like they respect and rate the good young players, or just the league in general, and they're helping transition that scene. I'm not
Yeah.
saying that's the reason as to why they're staying, but like they give the young G's their flowers. They've like everyone just going back to LeBron, Curry. These lot always say to the young guys, "Yo, either work out with us, call us when
Yeah.
you want." All that kind of stuff. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Steph
Yeah.
taking the Aaron Fox under his brand as well. It's like the old heads, they're still there, but
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
they're ready to even further give up the league. It's just when they're ready to stop playing, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I feel like that's
But for me though, like it's crazy when LeBron, Curry, and all of them just retire. Like that to me is gonna be a mad time because it's been a long time that they've been in the league, and obviously LeBron's been in the league for like over like 20 years since he was 18 years old, and I followed him every step of the way. And LeBron has been the face of the league for that length of time. And now we've got these new faces, and it's kind of like, well, what direction, or not even like what direction, but who now is the face of the league?
But it's so crazy you said that because even just obviously we said Bron's gonna be 41, KD just turned 37, Steph's gonna be 38 early next year, and
37.
yeah, but like it's just
It's mad.
it's gonna be a
It's mad.
dark period because they're just gonna
Mm,
retire one after the other in it. And it feels like
yeah.
these lot, like KD and Steph are just still playing at super high levels, which is
Mm,
again insane. And it's like these guys aren't slowing down. Obviously, Steph's trainer, I think, said a couple weeks ago, he was like, Steph's in the best shape of his life. Obviously, they say those things for the sake of it. But I don't think I've
yeah,
seen
yeah,
or
yeah.
heard like any of these lots trainers come out and confidently state there was more technicalities to it, but how Steph's like just in the best shape of his life. And I'm like, bloody hell, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Mm, mm,
And
mm.
then I think, was it last week or so? I saw the Warriors projected starting lineup. Um, and I then just did the average of their start, like the four bar Podzinski. Um, and I think the average age of if Horford starts, Horford, Draymond, Jimmy Butler, and Steph was 37. And then
Ah, crazy.
Pod is 22, and I think he brought it down to like 34 or 35 on the average age.
Mm,
And you just think, bloody hell. But people won't crazily question it because obviously, one, the Warriors style of play, like Steph, Jimmy can just mesh off Steph, Draymond's Draymond, and Al Horford's he's a young 39. Do you know what I mean? Like, so it's like, yes, it's gonna be, it's gonna be a dark period. And again, like, we done an episode towards the end of last season, and I think I was just saying, like even the likes of Harden, Russ, all these man, people give them their flowers now because before you know it, they're all retiring
well,
at the same time. Like,
bruh,
like
my
Russ hasn't even
childhood.
got a team right now, and we don't know
I
what's
know.
happening. So
That's sick, that.
yeah, man. Like honestly, it's it's scary time. What do you think of like that whole
Like,
aspect and like the
like the
the
face of the
branding?
league, like for me, the face of the league. Like we talk about this probably. Like I don't care who the face of the league. Feel like you become the face of the league like effortlessly, just like how LeBron became the face of the league. And I just feel like there's no star out there right now that fits in that shoe right now, like how LeBron did. And it is heavy and big shoes to fill, being the face of the league. Um, and I feel like as like collectively, I feel like it is the international like players that are the face of the league. SGA, Luka, Giannis. To me, they kind of like represent the face of the league because they are carrying, the league, with them, being who they are. So that's how I kind of like see the identity of the league right now.
Oopsie. I mean, with that though, do you feel like those international players help further expand the league's brand as being the
Oh
face of the
yeah,
league? Or
absolutely. Absolutely. Obviously, they play for their international teams,
mm,
you know. So that expand. So obviously, Adam Silver's mind is wanting to expand the league, get the NBA to as many countries, city across the globe as much as possible, and a
mhm,
lot of players and fans want to see Giannis because he's from the same areas he's from. SGA,
mm,
Luka, and other international players. So, and I can understand why the league wants to move like that because of how big these international players are playing. They're playing at a higher level than the American superstars. So you might as well. Why you
yeah,
laughing when I
I'm not
said that?
disputing. I'm not disputing it. I'm not disputing it. I agree with you. Like again, I've
Mm,
said for a time, those lot are the best in the league.
yeah.
One name we've not mentioned out of
Who?
the international players, Wemby.
Ah, yeah. And he is loved in France.
Oh, he's loved everywhere. Nightclubbing, for instance. Like
Yeah.
Wemby. If
I
Wemby's
forgot about
healthy,
him. Yeah.
like if Wemby's fully healthy, and depending how the Spurs, I think
Spurs
I,
look good, you know.
they could be a dangerous team in the West.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Like they'll be the surprise team, but it won't be that much of a surprise. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's
yeah,
weird
yeah.
because obviously Wemby was gonna win Defensive Player of the Year last year until he got injured. So
Until he got injured.
even though
Yeah,
they
yeah.
weren't winning, but now they got De'Aaron Fox, they can build on. Again, they've got trade pieces if they want to make a trade. Stephon Castle, he's a good player as well. So, like, it's a
Until I swear, until France, because I think France is gonna beat USA soon.
it's it's
It's gonna
pending.
happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
What you
So
said, Olympics if KD, LeBron, and Steph weren't there.
they're not.
Even the
How?
circular game.
When is the Olympics again?
3 years, 28.
Oh, they ain't
L
playing.
and
Oh,
LA.
hell no.
Yeah,
They ain't playing.
them lot ain't playing. Them lot
Done.
ain't playing.
Just give it to France. Just give it to
Rah.
them now.
What about Canada?
mm.
They'll be good.
Germany's good too, you know.
Yeah, they are, but on the world, when the rest of the world
Germany,
come,
Serbia, and there's another team.
Turkey were all right. It depends how Şengün, because these international comps, it's a bit of a, it's that cohesion.
So that's what I'm saying. The international players, they run the league. They are the face of the league, unfortunately. And I know, no one likes to hear that, but unfortunately, this is the case. So
Yeah,
it is what it is.
fair, fair. Yeah, that's me. I'm more or less aligned with you. That's my take on that. And it was funny because you sent me a tweet of the last how many MVPs in it, and I think it was the last. Let me double check how many.
All international players.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the last 7 MVPs. So 2 Giannis, Jokic, Embiid, Jokic, SGA.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's more international players that are the favorites to
Mm-hmm.
be MVP again.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
Yeah.
the NBA's in that place where I feel like I'm not saying they haven't, but just embrace it or continue embracing who
Yeah,
are your best
absolutely.
players. You get me? So.
Absolutely. Absolutely.